Alrighty. I'll give a few minutes for some people to come on and I'll boot up my tablet. Hope everybody's doing well. Once again, it's Wednesday. And once again, I'm live. My tablet seems to want to act regular today. It's moving remarkably fast. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's steroids. I have no idea. I didn't even type hello. Oh, the travesty of it all. Hello, Sonia. How are your greetings? For some reason, my tablet acts like it wants to work today. I don't know why. I'm not going to be mad at it. You know? So. Alrighty. Hello, Keely. How are you? Well, we're going to try for a group of roses today. Like I say, I'll wait for a few people to come in. It gives me a chance to kind of empty my dirty water, which I should have done, and put in some clean water. As you can see behind me is daylight. Don't know if it's going to be daylight by the time I'm done with this or not. But we'll see. I think I just moved the camera, setting the thing back. I didn't move it too bad. All right. Let's make sure I try not to short circuit anything here. Water and electronics are not good bedfellows, but we know that, right? Yeah, so far so good. All right, let's see if I can do it here and not spill it all over my towel. There we go. Good enough. All right. Okay. Hello, Dorothy Stewart. How are you? Welcome to the party. Okay. Once again, we're going to we'll do a group of roses. My thumbnail obviously has a time clock on it. That's because I try not to paint two of the same paintings. So, but that's why. I'll make a thumbnail of the painting after it's done. So, but that's why there's a time clock on there. All right. I believe you guys can see me and hear me well. So, and you hear the fans going because it's pretty warm in the room here. Okay, we'll just get started. Of course, I will start with a very bland background, but I'm going to use vegetable glycerin. What vegetable glycerin is, it's actually an edible medium, actually. But many of you know what glycerin is, but not in the context of using it as a paint extender in Blender, which is what I'm using this for. This is actually 11 by 15 inch watercolor paper, but I have it glued to the back cardboard sheet of the pad itself. This was the last sheet, so I decided to just glue it onto the back of the cardboard. Okay, and I'm just going to coat the whole thing with glycerin. Now you see it's stained with I think it's black paint or whatever color I used at the time. Don't worry about the staining of the black paint. You're not going to see any of that anyway. It's just I didn't clean the brush well. So that's why you see the black paint. It's just coming off the brush. I didn't clean the brush very well. But once again, it's not going to really matter at all. So, but it does show you how I cover the whole thing. A little bit of glycerin goes a very, 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 very long way. Trust me. I would not steer you wrong. Okay. So it being stained really doesn't mean anything. Okay. It doesn't mean nothing. Okay, I shall clean this brush off extremely well though. Try to get this crud off the brush. This is my handy dandy do everything brush. I've had it for a number of years. It's been through many battles. It even lost a few, but it's still here. Hello, let's see who else. Okay, Keely and RV and Dorothy. All right. I presume a few more may come in. Okay, let's start with some kind of crazy bland background of some sort. I don't have green here because I can make my own green, but we'll start with I'll pull out some purple. I'll go on the other side, pull out some yellow, and I'll probably just blend them right here. So if I blend the two opposite sides together, they're gonna kind of brown each other out. All right. And if I add white to this, it'll turn like a light gray. All right, I'm just getting a little more purple. Pop it in here on this yellow. Keep stirring it in there, no big deal. Just pop it in there. I'm gonna get a touch of yellow. Put it in there like that. Now I'm gonna take some white, a little touch of white. And see, it start to turn kind of that browny gray color. Get a little touch of white. And just beat around the bush there. Just mess with it. I'll have it kind of go this way. No biggie. Just lighten it all up there. Something like that. Let's take this pretty turquoise color here. Greenish color. We'll pop some of that up here. No mixing really, just kind of throw it in the mix in here like that. All right. Glycerin, once again, is a good paint extender. You'll see in a second. I'll pop some of that in here. Mix it in. Some of that dark stuff. Put it in here and come on down like this. Alrighty. Let's get a little bit of this dark blue here. It's ultramarine blue, actually. We'll put it right here. We'll throw some up in here like this. And then we'll kind of put it in there like that. Let's throw it in there. Just like that. Put it right in there. It's okay. Let's get a touch of red, a small touch of red, very small. We'll get it kind of maroonish here. It's just gonna make something dark, just like that. We'll kind of swipe some of that up in here like this, in that brown area. We'll put a touch of that up in here. Then we'll just kind of bring this all out. Now I can take a touch of white, just a small touch. We'll put it right here. Just like that. And come down to the corner. Just kind of mix it in there, throw it in there. Like that. Okay? All right. Just like that. And voila, you have a mess. Hello, Boomer, how are you? Good to see you. Every Wednesday I'm live around this time. Oh, my buddy Jim Maine, let's see what he's got going on here. Hold on for a second, guys. Okay, we're gonna get a very soft brush and we're gonna blend all of this together. It's still very wet, so I can kind of blend it any way I want, wherever I want to start from. Keep in mind that the wind is blowing, the fan is blowing. It's pretty warm in here, so the glycerin can get tacky very fast, which is, I don't mind it, because it actually helps for a nice stronger blend. I can press on the brush a little bit more to move the paint around to get it in whatever direction I feel. Okay, and that's what's going on now. It's getting a little tacky, so I can actually put a little weight on this brush, but that's actually fine because it tends, for me, it blends better. So I kind of like it. But as you can see, when you blend it, it just gets rid of the streaks. And so you got a nice gradual blend of colors happening here. The more you stay in one spot, the more it will blend. Be careful, because you could actually blend your paint right off the paper, depending on how much glycerin you have. But I kind of like what's going on with it now. It's a nice little blend. This is all background for the roses and the leaves, or whatever way I want to do it. That's it. That quick. All right. Yeah, it's actually a makeup brush. You know, makeup brush. I got it right from Walmart. Now, since I don't believe I'll be using this anymore. Definitely needs to be cleaned. But when you do clean it, you have to kind of squeeze dry, because these brushes retain a lot of water. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to do something, at least I try to do something different with each painting. I've painted roses before. I think I'm going to attempt to paint some roses actually on the stem. How about that? Let's get some more purple here. I'll just kind of wring it out here. I'll get a nice chunk of yellow. We'll put the yellow here. That makes a nice little brown right there, right? That's pretty cool. That should do. Slight touch of white to grade up a little bit there. That might do. We'll see. I might add a slight touch of glycerin to it. Now what the glycerin does, it loosens up the paint. I paint with heavy body acrylic paint. Grumbacher is my preference. Okay, we'll start from here. Something like that, right? And then I'll kind of branch it off here a little bit. Maybe up in here like this. I'll grab a little more purple, put it in there, a little more purple, put it in there, just to deepen it a little bit. Get some blue in there. Something like that there. I'll darken that branch a little. And we'll give them a little darkening right in here. Hold on, 1, 2. We'll have something kind of root off here like that. 3. Right up in here like this. We'll see what that does. All right. Hello, Travel Dreamer. Is it Fatima? She's here. Hello. How you doing? Oh no, just simple water. You can just let it air dry. It dries rather quickly, believe it or not. Yes, it does. Okay, I think that's okay. It's fair. All right, let's do a little simple highlighting. Just simple stuff. Let's get a little bit of yellow. We'll get a little bit of white. We'll drag that. We'll put it right in with the yellow, just like that. Just pull it out, just like this. We'll have it come over here. Can you guys see that well, or is my head going to be in the way? Let's move it over. Let's go upward. And I'm not going to really super exaggerate the highlights, just a little bit, just right enough, just to see. Got little highlights here and there, like that. You may see some of these, you may not by the time it's all said and done. Who knows? Okay. I mean, when I put the roses and the leaves in there, who knows how much of this you're going to actually see. That's what I actually meant. Let's get a little bit of blue. We'll just drag the blue out here. We'll just drag the blue. Let's get a little touch of red. Red in here, just like that. Nice deep color here. A little more ultramarine in that red. And we'll just kind of play around here, get some darkness going on the opposite side. So just a little sense of depth in the other half of the little stem here. I don't have to overly exaggerate it too much. Just a sense of it being a little dark on one side. Grab a little paint. Yesterday I did a not necessarily a battle arena, but a dancer, and she was and she was doing a bow, and that's what I titled it. And I did that last night just to do it because I wasn't really doing anything. So if you do have a question, please put it in all caps if possible. That way I can actually see it. All right. Okay, let's get a little water. I'll just use the same dark color here. It's maroon. Now, when the maroon, even though it is maroon, but once it dries and it gets this green and brown or whatever, it will appear black. And I'll just kind of get some little stemmy things, just kind of twirling off of it here, like that. Hello, Bruce. How are you, sir? It's rose time. I'm gonna do a group of them, see how well they turn out, see what happens. And these are one of these paintings where I actually don't have a border. So I'm just really playing around today. Who knows where it may lead, you know. Just getting a little more water. Water cuts through glycerin like a hot knife through butter. So, just a heads up on something like that. Okay, it's time to play. We're gonna go back to our 1/2" brush. And it's time for me to start fleshing out some stuff here. All right. I do got a series of color here. Don't necessarily mean I'm going to use every color you see, but you know, let's deal with a bunch of purple ones maybe today. I'll tease some blue into it. I want to get a little touch of glycerin, put it in here. Now these roses are extremely they're going to be very impressionistic roses. We'll start off kind of simple. Slap a circle, just a circle, just like this. Pop a circle in there. So I'm going to start off with a crazy looking circle, just like this. All right. I'm going to take a little touch of red and pop it in the center, just something dark in here. Just like that. I'll kind of, and then I'll go with a little bit of ultramarine blue. It's going to turn a deep maroon in here. I'll take my finger and I'll just smudge up around that edge there. Okay. I'm going to take the smallest amount of white and go right on around like this. Just around here like that. All right. And I'll take a smaller dot of white and I'll kind of really highlight that edge there. All right, that's one. Looks like a bird's nest. Let's get some more of that dark color. Very little bit of glycerin, just a little touch. Okay. Another circle right in here. Let the little lines go crazy, go in a circular motion, it's okay. Let's get a little bit of blue. Let's touch it up with a little bit of red. We'll put it right here. Just something dark. Right up around in this area here. Have them come up. I mean, just disappear in there, but keep it pretty sharp in there. I'm gonna keep the, once again, just slap a light source in there. Oh, somewhere around in here. All right, we'll wear some of that away. We'll try to keep it kind of bright around in there. Let's kind of beef that up a little bit too. Just like that. All right. Okay, there's two down, right? Still go with our purple. I'll throw a little bit of ultramarine in there, just a little bit. Slight touch of glycerin. These are, like I say, once again, very impressionistic. You might see me use my hand a lot. Like I said, it looks like a series of bird nests right now. Blend this out a little bit. We'll blend that corner out just a little bit down there and keep it kind of strong right in here. And we'll kind of do something like this for this guy. And we'll just use our finger, we'll just blend that out. I got a little idea for that one. Okay, let's get a little touch of white, just a little touch of white. Kind of. Three bird nests. I was thinking about the orientation for this guy. That's all. I'm taking the paint and just kind of going around with it here. I want this one to act up, to be a little rubble down there. Let's get a little bit of red. We'll put it right here. Get a little bit of touch of blue. Just something a little dark right in there. Well, let's have him go the other direction. Let's have him come this way, maybe. Have him be a little difficult today. Light sources still somewhat be the same. Right up here, in here. Right up in there like that. Somewhere around in here. Put it there. Something like that. Kind of pop some of that love over this way like this. Who knows? Something like that. Okay. All right. Let's start playing around with it then. So they're all going to be pretty much impressionistic type of deals. Let's start with the guy on top. Start with these. We'll start with this fellow up here. We're going to get a little bit of white. We're going to pull that white out of its head. All right, let's pull it out here. Get some of this purple. Pop it in there like that. And we'll just start clowning around with petals shapes, but like they're going to be like little wedge shapes at first. Okay. Just remember where your light source is, which is kind of up here and a little bit up around in here. Okay. And then I'll just take it, nice circular motion like that. All right. I'm gonna get a little edge of white. Watch how simple this is. You can get a little touch of white there, and kind of bring it down. You kind of want to make them, kind of make it disappear a little bit. See how easily you can get the first petal? How's that for a petal? You didn't think you'd make one that quick, right? And what you're basically doing is pretty much highlighting the leading edge. Okay. And you see we have one petal kind of established there already. Okay. I guess we can we'll put another one somewhere in here like this. Kind of brush it around there. I'm gonna go a little darker, just taking a little bit of the purple right in here. You start establishing things on the other side there. Little stuff kind of floating around in there like this. See, in the dark, you can kind of twirl it around, just make little twirls, cute little twirls, just like that. See this? See how you can get those semblance of those petals? I'm just making little quick wedge, rounded wedge shapes in there, just like so. No problem, travel dreamer. That's what it's all about. I'm just gonna take a little bit of white. No glycerin really, just a little bit of white, and we'll just kind of, once again, we'll just kind of strengthen some of the edges there. Okay. All depending on how you want to go with it. Because this is the lit side here. Just like that. We'll go back into our darker purple. We're going to make more. Actually, these are very impressionistic type guys. Okay, so you can pretty much kind of go with the flow, go with any which way you want with them. Because now I'm just designing petals, and as I'm doing it, you need a dark base in there to kind of show off those petals. So I'm bringing in some darker purple, just like that. And if I gotta go like a blue purple, I will do that also. I don't think I'll need that here. Not for this one. But I will go in reverse and just darken up the half just to show off the lighter petals there. All right. I will go back into my glycerin. Get some white. Mix it in with this lighter purple. The glycerin just helps the paint to flow better. Get your streaks out there. Now I want the petal strokes, but I don't need them super bright. Just like that. I can put other ones in there, I guess. Oh, I guess I'll throw a couple in here like this. Now, in doing that, I need to surround that with some dark on the bottom. So I will go in reverse, like this. Go in reverse. Because you need dark to show off the light. You follow me? Okay, so I've coated that with quite a bit of dark. I'll just get rid of the dark right here. And I'll just kind of fade that out like this. And I'll just fade it right into the other guy. It doesn't matter at this point. All right, I'm gonna clean off my brush. Hello, Jackie. I will get some white, put it in with this mix in here. I'm pulling the brush toward me because I want a nice chiseled edge. I'm gonna get a little glycerin to loosen up the paint, just a tad. Glycerin also helps you, it makes your paint transparent. Follow me. Let's kind of, I'm not gonna rush these guys. I give it a little touch, a little push, get that little rim of paint there. Now these fellas here on the outside, I give it a little push and drag in. little push, and you drag in. A little push. You're technically not supposed to have your brush leave your palette, but I have a bad knack of doing that. It's just, you know, me and my brain almost went into the water. I'm adding more glycerin. It's going to be more glycerin than paint. It helps make your, like I say, make your strokes a little transparent. But I'm going to give it a little push and a little guide here. A little push, guide here. A little push, guide it in. A little push, guide it. How about here? A little push. We'll slide that one in here like that. Come on around. Fade it into the darkness. Believe it or not, I don't have to do really much more to this. I don't really need to. I've got what I need. I can go to my straight, just deep, right out the tube purple here. And I can kind of, we can flesh out a few of these, I guess. A few dark fellas in here like that. Come out here. Because it is the dark half back here. So I'll just kind of get some real dark ones in there like that. Swallow it up there. Just like that. Bring this in, make it a little darker. There we go. Just because I say dark doesn't mean necessarily black. Alright. Alright, well, there go one. Let's work with this fellow. Once again, we'll get a little bit of glycerin. I'll just kind of put it here, get some white, put it right in there like this. So we're doing different values of purple. Okay, we'll come around like this. We'll give it a little push. Come around, push, 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 and we'll kind of scoop it right on around like that. Boom. Dark lip of color there. Get a nice little rim of color going almost around there. Just like that. Now do the same thing with this guy. Just a little slight push here. Push, 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 push. All I want is that rim of color. This can be faded out. Just like that. And I can kind of play around with that up in here. Actually, let's create a little, just like that, and we'll fade that out just like that, and we'll kind of give it a little edge right there, and we'll fade that out just like so. Okay, so you got two leaves, almost look like wings cupping together right there. Okay, all right, I'm going to take the sharp edge. Do I always use glycerin to paint flowers? Yeah. Because of the fading and the textures you can get with it. I've painted them with water. Everyone will have a certain look to them. See how that makes it look more than what it really is? It's almost like cheating. See that? I'm gonna clean off my brush. I'm going into nothing but the straight purple out the tube, the oxazine purple. Michael Trapp, excellent artist, he said this is the purple whose name you can't pronounce. He's pretty much right. And now I'm gonna do the same thing here with the dark edge. Bring just a little push inside, and we're going to, we're going to cover up this part here, make it nice and dark there. Bring some of this, swing it around, all up in here. And if you want, put a nice dark batch of petals right around here, keeping with that circular look. I'm gonna get another ring of dark right in here, kind of corner that in a little bit. All right, And we're gonna come around, we're gonna get some ring of dark right up in here. Cover some of this up in here like that. Take my finger, I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. Up under here, dark, make it very dark. No one says that the petal has to stay on the page. Right, all up in here. Fade it. Just a nice little fade there. Let's get some dark in between this guy in here. Keep it dark. All up under here. I'm gonna fade that. Up in here like this. Alright. Just bring that out. Out. Bring it outward. Something like that. We're gonna get a little touch of white. Some glycerin, a lot of it. A lot of glycerin make the paint transparent. My head was in the way. Go higher. Thank you. Yeah, please let me know if my head's in the way. I'll try to stand back. We're gonna get some translucent outside petals here. This is the lit side, so I'll show it to you here. We'll kind of play around here like this. All right. Then we'll kind of have one come on out here like this and come on in like that. We'll have one, it's going underneath those guys, so it don't matter. We'll have some come up here, come in like this, and then we'll have another one like that. All right. Now, what I'm going to do here is all roads lead to Rome. So we'll get a little white dot. I'll make the dot disappear later, but the dot's right there. So every stroke kind of goes in that direction from all angles. Okay, but I'm using extremely transparent paint with that glycerin. So we'll just kind of flesh it out right now. Each petal, each one. So we're gonna go this way. I'll kind of take it slow here. I'm pressing down, I'm dragging, and then I'll just make it disappear. I overlap a little bit. Okay, but it pretty much like that. If you really don't want the striations, some people do, some people do not. You can kind of make those striations go away or soften them a little bit. Up to you, depending on how much time you want to devote to your painting. I see a disaster happening. I'm going to have to avert it quickly here. Because I don't have tape on the outside, I see that it's going to go south quickly. So let me try to prevent that a little bit. At least try to. This paint's not all the way dry, so. And you know, if you leave a little mark, you know, just do one of these numbers, it disappears. Don't worry about it. It should stay in a perfect world. I guess we'll find out in a few minutes. Okay. Okay. This one. Press, pull, release. 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 I just turn my brush around, press, pull, release, just like that. All right. Get some more glycerin paint, and you're gonna do the same thing. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. That's good enough. Get some more glycerin here. This is heavy body paint, so I can repeatedly go into the glycerin. I'm just overlapping a little bit. Just like that. And here's another one. You don't have to kind of continue it if you don't want to. All right. Okay. Remember, this is kind of the lit side over here on this side, all right? So I'm just gonna get a touch of white. I'll put it in with this glycerin stuff. I want a pretty strong edge over here on this guy, all right? And so what I'll do is I'll just give a slight push, and you don't need as much. Slight push, go on in there. Slight push, okay, slight push, go on in there. So longer stroke here toward the edge, and I can just kind of do something like that. Well, that's one down. Let's get some more paint, glycerin paint. Let's just do this one edge here. Let's just go, give it a little push and go in quick. Overlap, give it a push, go in. I'm curving as I'm doing this. And right here, I'll just kind of give a little light touch of a rim of color so you keep the rest of that kind of transparent. Like that. You see how that petal now overrides that one? See how easily you can establish depth, all right, in your painting. Don't necessarily have to add anything to these guys, all right. Let's do another one, a shorter one. Let's do one a little darker, a smudge darker. We'll go back in here just a little bit darker. I'll get a small touch of glycerin in here, this little darkness right here. And so I'll create it, one of these, I'll create it in between here. So what I'll do is I'll give a push, right? But I'm gonna curve inward. Give a little push, come on in, give a little push, inward, 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 like that. All right, I'm gonna get the smallest rim of white paint. It's a small rim of white. And I'll just kind of touch, not enough. You'd be surprised how much you would need. A little touch, and leave it alone. A little touch, leave it alone. A little touch, touch, and a little touch, just like that. All right, I might want it a little brighter. I just want the edge brighter, not necessarily the whole leaf, because I just need a little separation there. Just like that. I don't need to, be very extravagant with it. Let's hit some highlights right here. It's just a little bright white. Just like that. Take my little softy brush and we'll tone some of that down a little bit. Just gradual. Okay. All right. You got two down, really. I can go in reverse. I'll show you this right now while I'm thinking about it and as I'm looking at it. We'll get a slight bit of purple, a small touch of glycerin. Now we're going to turn it into a glaze. A little more purple. So we established this already, but we can have some a little darker. It's just a glaze. I'm just glazing over what I've already previously put down in here. Just like that. I can go a little darker for the other one. Watch this. So it gets a little darker in here, but it slowly lightens up as I come toward the front again. Just like that. Since I did that, now I have the excuse to lighten that up just a little bit, not much, because it's in the back. This is where you get to pick and be choosy. See, I'll just get a little something back there. That's all. All right, nothing overly extravagant. Okay, I can take this. Let's do something with that. Let's take a little darker purple. Let's get a twist in there, just to keep it interesting. And I fought long and hard to do this effect because I didn't know how the heck they did it. The Jenkins did this. Thank you, C6. How you doing? It's good to see you. All right. See this end here and that end here? All right. When I watch what I'm going to do. I'll just take the tip here, and I come up, and I come right there. You might not see that too well. Okay, I'll take a little bit of white, so I'll show you what I'm doing. Right from here, right from this corner, come around. I'm gonna make it meet that one, just like that. So these are flipped out, coming toward us. This one's gonna be flipped that way. All right. And so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that same white, I'm gonna just give it a little curve somewhere around in there. Okay, so I'll take a little bit of deep purple, deeper than what you see here. And we'll just take it and we'll just kind of do one of those numbers. Just like that, all right? Just like that. I think you guys can probably see what's happening right now. Okay. Okay, let's get a little bit of white, purple glaze mix of some sort. And now, the vanishing point for that, it would be an imaginary dot right here, all right? And so what I'm doing, now this is where the edge comes in pretty strong. I'm gonna pop that edge here. Now the edge turns around, now the edge is this way. Go straight down, straight down, straight down. Going this way, going that way, going that way. Now I can emphasize that edge here. And that's all I'm doing really, is just brightening that edge. So you can see the trailing upward angle here. And it kind of curves around. I can smooth all that out, just like that. But there you go. See, now you got to flip the pedal. Now, isn't that cool? Can I lean to the left, please? So, okay. I'm gonna be very cognitive, because so I can see I'm not really in your way like that. I'll stay back. I'm just coming here. I'm gonna emphasize that dark. And I'm gonna fade it outward, 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 just like that. All right. Particularly just underneath here, it gets pretty dark. I can probably just get away with doing something like that. Okay. All right. So we have two down. Let me tighten up one thing here. It's on the lit side, so we're safe. This guy right here. Give him a little push, go out there. Give him a little push, put him back in there. Get a little push, put him back in there. Get a little push. Yeah, I'll just curve him like that. I'll do a little something right here, something right here. That's about it. All right, but there you go. All right. Okay. We don't need him anymore. We just get him out of there. And we make him go away for a second. All right. We'll get this fellow up here. Now, I've been pretty much working kind of from the outside in. Let's go the opposite way with that one. Let's get some glycerin. Let's get a good clump of glycerin. We'll put it right in here. It's more glycerin than paint. So we'll get some really transparent petals back there. Yeah, it is tough. Okay, way on the outside here. I'll sketch it out. These guys are on the outside, so be mindful that these fellows out here, here, we'll kind of just play around with it out here like this. Something like that. Kind of come out there. We'll go in. Whatever. They're on the they're outside. There's going to be other petals above these guys. Okay. All right. I don't particularly like to sketch them out, but for this I'll sketch them out because there's people who are trying to learn, and I gotta, you know, sketch them out. All right. So now remember, we'll make this go away later. Dead center. All roads lead to Rome. All right. Okay. These are the transparent ones, meaning that you might see this branch and some of this stuff happening back there. All right. Okay. So we're going to just kind of press and just go in, press, go in. As I'm doing this, I'm not going back to getting any more glycerin or anything. Whatever happens, happens. Just like this. Look. There go one down. When it dries, you're going to see that branch through that. All right. Okay. I'm just getting a little bit more glycerin in paint. We're going to continue. Remember, all roads lead to Rome, right? I'll get a slight curve. I'm still pressing, but I'm not going in all the way. That's going to lead to some of that remember, because we're going to have other leaves, petals going over this. It's going to fall again. There. All right. Getting some more glycerin. These are outside petals. Very far outside. Let's start from the top here. Go on in, just like that. All right. In. I told you, as it dries, you'll start to see all sorts of stuff happening in there. All right. I'm not really too concerned about being in here because we're going to just darken that. It's being covered. So we can get away with framing the other leaf. See, all in here. Frame it. Frame it right in there. Frame that bowl right in there. Just like that. Bring that dark in there. Just like that. And go with that circle. Just like that. Bring it round around in there. It's okay. You're all right. Look at that. Okay. Remember, this side is lit, so we're gonna get what I call baby highlights or whatever. Little baby highlights. We'll get some white and a purple here. Get a little touch of glycerin, a little small touch. You don't need to really maybe on here maybe, but you don't really have to. Something like what I'm doing right now will be more than enough. It's just a small little touch. I'm pushing and I'm lifting quickly. All right, I'll keep that one dark and we'll just go over here. Maybe we'll expand that one a little bit more, and then we'll go short again, and we'll go short, and we'll kind of bring that one in there like that. All right. But if I'm going to leave that one, that means I have to expand this one a little bit more. Bring him out there like that. All right. I'll wipe off some of this. I'll add some more purple. It's still going to be, there we go. It's just not as bright. We'll stop it right about there. Okay. I like that color. Let's bring some of that up here. Right up here. I'll give a slight touch. Boom. And go on in. Slight touch. Go on in. Slight touch. Slight touch. Just like that. Maybe just on that one. You don't have to color every other one. If you want it a little smoother, get your little softy brush and blend that right in there. Just like that. If you don't like the striations, blend them out a little bit. Just be very careful. See, you want to blend them just to blend the striations out. All right. You still see that branch under there. As it dries, you'll see it more and more. Okay. Okay. Let's get a little bit of white. There's still glycerin on this part of the paper here. And we'll just kind of give a little push right there. A little line, a little push right line, a little push right there. And maybe a little one right there like that. And I can just take it and just continue the curve. Continue the curve. Come down in here. Right? Then I'm going to take my lovely little finger and just start to blend all that away a little bit. Just like that. You can make planets look like this also. Just an idea, just a suggestion. All right. There. Okay, let's go deep purple here, right out the tube purple. We're gonna work on the other side. Right up in here. Now, I don't know if your phone or your PC can see what I'm doing, but I'm just adding some of that darkness over on the other side there. Bring it out. See, the dark is just as important as the light. Okay. We're going to lighten up that deep purple just a little bit. I'll bring it right here, get a little bit of purple. We just lighten it up just a little bit. And start adding some refracted stuff up in here. I'll just get a nice little wedge of brush strokes in here. On the other side, do another wedge. Thick, and I'm just turning the brush. All right, if it's flat, I drag it and just turn it a little bit. Flat, drag, turn a little bit. I'm just doing examples on this one here. Something like that. Now in the front, obviously I have to highlight that a little bit, but I can easily highlight it by just give it a little push and go in. Give it a little push because these are on the lit side of the rows. So I'm just kind of, just like that. I'll kind of angle it this way, angle it that way. That's all. I don't have to do too much on the darker half. You see them though, they're back there. Okay. Hello Maureen, how are you? We don't need our friend here either, but we'll do something with him. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we'll do something with that guy. All right, something like that. He'll be all right. Couple of twists. Couple twists in there like this. Couple of them over here. I'm just twisting my brush around. That's all. All right. I'm still thinking if I should add something else over there. I think we're good. Last one down there. Now I want to show you something. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it. I can see it on the screen, but I can't see it here. But that's fine. I got a guide. All right, let's go with our little purple here. I'm gonna go with some deep purple. Small touch of white. I mean small, right in here. I'm gonna get some glycerin right here. Now I can see it on the screen, I just can't see it well here. But I see, watch. I'm gonna give it a little push. Just like this. And that's one. Watch this. I can see it on the screen, so I kind of know where it is. That's two. I see another one right here. Three. I see one right here. 4. Now I'm gonna take just a lighter band of color, very thin, and I'm just gonna kind of touch. It's like wrapped up petals that haven't formed yet. They're all in the inside of the bowl, just like that. Just like that. So they're on the inside, opposite this edge, so that they're starting to kind of come out a little bit. And I seen that from the screen. I couldn't see it really in there. So it gives you an entirely different look of a rose. It's starting to get there. It's not like these yet, but it's trying. All right. Nobody's talking to me. Say hey, say something. You guys are always so quiet when you come around here. You guys talk your heads off over there, Bruce's. Okay, let's kind of we'll brighten this area right here up a little bit. It's like that. Thank you, Dreamer. Bruce is hilarious. Usually when Bruce is on in the morning, it depends on what I'm doing, because sometimes I'm pretty busy. I will have Bruce on. He doesn't know that I'm on, but I am watching him. Sometimes I just don't even have the time to just type. I don't have time to type to say hello, but I am there. It all depends on what day of the week. Usually I'm pretty, I can get pretty busy in the morning. I got a few doodads and whatnot. What I'm looking at is the values of the purples in here. I can't see it with this directional light. You guys can't see the light. The light's just pow hitting on this corner. But I can see it on the monitor here. One there. One there. I see one here. I'll just get a line. The one in the back I can keep pretty dark. It's all right. I think I'm gonna curve one. So I'll just come out here like this. All right. One's gonna be curved. I'll fade it out here. I'm gonna get a little white onto this purple. I'm playing around in the glycerin area here. Wait a minute. I hope that lady's voice you're referring to is your speech to text thing there. Text to speech. You're not referring to my voice as the lady's voice. I had to think about that for a second. So we got one that's curved right in there. You don't have to do everything, really extravagant. Okay. I guess I can play around with a little translucent stuff here. Okay, so what I'm going to use is the same paint that's on my brush, but I'm using more glycerin than paint. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to glaze some petals. I'll start from here. I'll start from right here. And as I'm doing this, I'll just kind of curve it in like that. I'll start another one. I'll start it right up in here. And I'll keep going around. I'm gonna keep going around until I'll get a rim of color right in here and just end it that way like that. I can actually do this. I'll brighten it up just a slight bit. I'll get one petal on top of the other one. This petal, I'll continue it. I'll get a little spot here and I'll just kind of put them on top of the other one and just put them in there like that. I'll lighten this up because it is toward the front, just like that. All right, okay. I can give a light touch on the edge of this one, just on the tip here. All right, I can have one come to a point and just bring it in. See that? Have one come to a point, go on the other. You don't have to, make them all pristine. Okay, like so. I'm gonna get a little more glycerin here, a little lighter paint. This is more glycerin than anything else. What I'm looking for is just a rim of color. Okay, just like that. I'll soften that. I'll put one here. Come out here and go inward, further out, and come back inward. Just like that. Then I can, this cup, again, we got this guy right here. Just for the sake of this video, I'll lighten it up. I usually wouldn't, but I'll lighten it up today. See this fella here? This guy, watch. I'm gonna just lighten this one up all by itself. I'll just give it a little touch of color, just like that, just to lighten it up. I'm gonna continue that here on the other side. Give it a little push. Come on in. There's a reason why I'm doing this. I want to show you something. Once again, we're gonna do one of those little flip things. Okay, especially here. Right here, you make that little light a little strong here. Now I'm gonna do it without the other, like this. I'm gonna do it without the how I showed you before. Let's see if I can I had to just do it from here. All right, I'm gonna continue this way, continue upward. Now I'm gonna go downward and curve. Go down and curve. All right, and we're gonna see I can smooth it out with my finger here. Right in there like that. All right, so now we got another curve there. See that? I can brighten that curve up, and I will. This is more for you guys, just to show you. I'll brighten the outside. I'll brighten the outside here, just to show you where it's at, where it's going. Just like that. Here. See that? All right. We're very close to being done, guys. Hey, Lori, how are you? It's good to see you. I'll be checking in on you. Just like Bruce, sometimes when you're on, it depends on what day of the week. I might not be able to do anything but just to type to say hi or just to see you. But I see you in the crew, yucking it up and having fun. But I do see you guys. I don't ignore you. I do see you. So, okay. I think I'm done really messing around with this this side here. I can brighten up just a little bit of this edge here because it is toward the front. That's not bright enough. A little more white there. And the white is really just a glob of paint strategically placed on the ends. I'm just giving a slight push. Sometimes all you need is a slight push. I don't have to stroke this stuff inward unless I have too much of it on. All right, I can add a little bit of a lip to this guy. Now see, all I'm doing is just pushing. I don't have to really travel it too far around. I just need just the top edge, and I can kind of smooth out the rest. There. Okay. All right, I guess I can mess with some dark stuff here in the back, so I can get rid of this. Well, thank you, Travel Dreamer. Appreciate it. I really do. Appreciate you guys stopping in, checking it out today, this evening. Straight from the tube. Let's put a little glycerin. Let's thin this out a little bit. That might be enough. We'll find out. Oh, let's just try this right now. More glycerin. I can tell when I definitely need more glycerin. It just doesn't stick well. It drags the brush, the bristles. You can tell immediately. Sometimes I debate how many petals I should have. I mean, it's really up to you. How many you want, how large you want this guy. Up to you. I'll just come on in like that, like this. I'll just take a little bit of white here, give me a nice little edge of color that's too bright. Just deepen that color just a little bit. This might work. Yeah. And I'll brighten this and curve it in, brighten it, curve it in a little bit. Okay. I guess I can deepen. I can get away with that. I can get away with it because the value is different. I can get away with it. Come out here. Then I will take some glycerin. Come out here. I'll give the appearance of the petals going by past the leaf here. Give a little push there. A little push there. Just make pretend it's huge, and just kind of come out this way. Right around the branch. Just like that. All right. Okay. Let's pull back. Let's see what we got totally. Excuse my bony elbow. Focus it in on. All right. That's what we got so far. Now, this is one of the very few times, I won't say first, very few times where I really emphasized the light half of the roses and consciously kept it light on purpose. Okay, I'm gonna beef this up a little bit. You have a little bit of confidence when you do stuff like this. Have no fear. Hashtag don't panic. You can always correct it. All right. Okay. Let's play with our... I guess I can get away with it. Let's get a little bit of white. Actually, before I do that, let's look down at the palette. When you get a mess like that, all right, a lot of it's like glycerin and whatnot. Depending on how much glycerin you got and what you're gonna do next, you can pretty much scrape this crap off the paper. You're not gonna get all of it. It might stain and whatnot, or it's partially dry, it's all right. Just get a little bit of it off there. All right, let's get a little bit of white. Let's put white right here. We'll get a little bit of yellow. Brighten it up, right up, brighten it up, brighten it up, brighten it up, red. Yeah, that didn't work. All right, so we'll go with its color opposite of purple is yellow. So we'll go with yellow. Oh, these are extremely impressionistic, Bruce. I'm just twirling the brush around. Just twirl the brush around, little touches, little touches, little touches. Look at this. Look at that. They come alive now, right? And plus, it's a nice way to get rid of that dot I put in the middle. You know, that all roads lead to Rome. Let's make Rome disappear. Let's like Pompeii exploded on it or something. And we'll get a little tuft of something right in here. Why not? Just like that. Ooh, what are we gonna do with that guy on the bottom? Interesting. You can't really go dead on with it. So you, right by this rim here, you kind of give it a push up. See that? Look at this. Look, push, push. See that? Ah. All right. It's just practice and studying them. And I've done them a lot. Travel dreamer. You guys do notice that we have purple roses, but we don't have any green leaves. Believe it or not, I really don't think it truly needs any. I can throw some on there, but I'm glad that I remembered. Hold on for a second, guys. Oh, let's go with maroon. Let's get a little bit of blue. Let's get a little bit of red. That should work. What's up? Put little thorns on this thing. Almost forgot. Almost. I am substituting black with a little bit of purple and this cat red and the cat red and the blue. Cool. All right. Well, Keely, usually when I do a painting, I usually forget the thorns. Usually forget them. But what you don't see is, you don't see leaves. I'm looking for my, I had a liner brush. This is a liner. This might do, but I am partial to my script liner, to which I do have. It's so thin, it's easily buried. And if I can't find it, then I'll use the liner brush. It doesn't matter. I can't. Never mind. All right, liner brush, script liner. You see the difference? Okay. All right. So I have my script liner. Okay, I gotta think here. All right, I'll just get a little bit of water. I'll put the water right here. I'll just use this. And I'll use a little yellow with it, why not? I'll brighten it up. That's a nice green. I'll throw some white in there just to brighten it up a little bit. Okay. That should somewhat work somewhat. Okay, I hope I have enough of it. We're about to find out. Let's take my brush and we'll just cover it all in red like this. Then we'll go here and we'll try to get as much green on the end of that brush as I can. Hopefully I can. Let's see. We'll find out. A whole bunch of green on the end of the brush. Get my head out the way. I'll just come here. I'll just go like this. Here. I'll come down here. I'll just continue that on. I'll wrap it around like this. I'll come around. And then I'll come here and then I'll just press down like that. And you got an instant little bud thing going on right there. Let's get some more green. Twirl it around. Get as much green as I possibly can. Should have made a lot more green actually. But it's all right. Oh, we'll come off of this guy here like that. The other one with the front, we'll come around, snake around, come all the way around here, and boop, right there. We'll put one right there, a little bud right there. All right. Thank you, Vermont. Once again, we'll just dip a lot of red in there. Just like that. Looks like this. I'll just use this big mound of that. We'll come around here like that. We'll retrace our steps here. Gotta have one more. Yeah, why the heck not? Yeah, come across the plant, come across the plant. Oh, you are not American if you don't cross the plant. There we go, we got one right across the plant right there. What am I doing? I'm not thinking. Bright that good. Looks like a chili pepper. I think I'll do this one last thing and we'll call it a night, okay? Where should I put it? I already found a spot. I'll show you how to do this. Put it right here. Okay. Let's get some purple right out of the tube purple. We'll put them right here. A nice size one right here. All right. Let's get some white. Rinse off the brush. Do this quickly. Now, to get this bubble, dewdrop, you got to destroy the inside edge in there. All of this, just kind of mix it in there like that. See that? Mix it in there. you're destroying the inside edge. You kind of want the rim, but you don't want all the extra stuff in there. I'm wiping off my brush. See, I keep the edge just like that. All right. Okie dokie then. And then you just get another blob of titanium white. And I'll put the blob over here. That's where the light source is coming from, right there. Bam! Bubble. All right. I can get rid of that little dot of paint over there on that side. That was a little twitch there. We'll make him go away. See? He go away. He doesn't belong. He go away. All right, well, that's one. It looks silly with just one. I should do at least 2 more, huh? What do you guys think? 2 more? I think 2 more. This time I put the white on first. I rinse off my brush extremely quickly. Get rid of that. Get rid of the inside edge. Make it as fine as you can be, all right? The titanium white, remember, it leaves a residue. So, then once again, I just get purple or dark blue, whatever. Usually purple. Just like that. Rinse off my brush. Get another dot of white paint. The light source is to the left. And that's where you put that dot, right to the left. Just like that. Now you got 2. We need 1 more, don't we? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You still get rid of that edge. Get rid of it. Get rid of that edge. Inside edge. Trail there. It's like that. Hello, Kelly. How are you? If you're here. Okay. Well, I haven't had much use for this red other than rosebuds, so I guess I'll sign my name in red, which I rarely do. Anybody interested in this thing for purchase, just instant message me. Let's put it on the, I don't usually write on the right hand side, but I don't really want to interfere with that chili pepper bud over there, so I'll just put it over here. There we go. Okay, you guys don't really need to see the palette anymore, so that disappears. You technically don't need to see my face either. I'm gonna put this in actual view because this is kind of scrunched in. So hold on 1 quick second. Pow! There it is. Once again, bony elbow. Excuse me. All right, put it in focus, and there you have it. 9:40 a.m. Oh, she's got to be, where are you, in Australia, right, Kelly? It's good to see you. Now in full screen like this, I don't. Obviously, you guys don't see my face. Well, there you go. There you have it. All right. What, you needed something? Oh. So guys.
No.
Oh.
One, it's a tick I'm saying for her. And
Great.
yep, and she goes right back where he goes. So I gotta check him now. And two, your inspection expired back in 2020.
Mine? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So no, I'm not gonna take your inspection sticker.
All right. That's just great news. Oh, anyway, back to you guys. Thank you very much for watching. What else was I gonna say? No, nothing else really. I do appreciate you guys watching this, and I think it's a pretty decent time. I don't think I went too long. I think this is my average, about 90 minutes. Yep, 136. All right, cool. All right, guys. You'll see this posted online in a few minutes or so. And I shall see you guys when I see you. Take care, be safe. And I'll see you online. Till next time, guys. Peace.